hands full of passion, a heart full of grace, turning simple ideas into a...
Hello everyone, you're welcome to today's tutorial. So this is the part 2 of the pleated bag that we are making. So if you've not watched the part 1, please check in this description box. You're going to see the link to watch the part 1. So please watch the part 1 in order for you to be able to understand where we started from and where we want to start from here. If you're a new subscriber, thank you so much for subscribing. And if you have been on this channel, thank you so much for sticking by. Now let's dive into the tutorial. So after you must have done with the pleats, the next thing you are going to do is to place it this way, and you are going to stitch it with 0.5 inches. Just stitch it. So here it is. We are done with the stitching. I'm done stitching it. So now you can turn it inside out, and this is the result. Okay, now the next thing we are going to do is to cut the base part of it. Now you know that when we were drafting the bag, we made mention of the main body of the bag, the gusset, the main body and the gusset, right? If you remember very well, for me, I used 2.5 inches. That 2.5 inches is going to serve as my base by the width of the bag. The width of our bag is 10 inches, while the width of our gusset is 2.5 inches. That is exactly what we are going to cut out on our base. So let's do that now. So I'm going to measure the width of the gusset. The width of the gusset is 2.5 inches. Then I will mark it. Now I'm going to add extra 1 inch to it. That is for sewing allowance. The next thing I will do is to measure the width of my bag, which is 10 inches. And after measuring the width of my bag, whatever I have here, from here to here, is what I'll also mark here. Now I'll connect a straight line and I'm going to cut it out. I'm supposed to add 1 inch to this side too, so I'm going to remark it. So the width of my bag is 10 inches, right? I'm going to add extra 1 inch for sewing allowance, which is going to make it 11 inches. So this one that side is the one I'm going to use. Now I want to mark the place where I will stitch. I will mark 0.5, and I also mark 0.5 here too. That is the sewing allowance. So I want to stitch exactly on that line. Now I'll go in by 0.5 too. Now I will notch the midpoint. I will notch the midpoint here too, on the both sides. So now you can see that I've notched here, here, and here. I'll also notch this side too. After notching this one, I will bring this one. Now this part where I stitched, will be my side measurement, will be my side line. I'll place it like this, and I will notch here. After notching it, I'm going to take this part I notched to meet with this part I stitched earlier, like this. Then I'm going to notch here and the other side. I'm going to start this part I stitched, this part here I stitched. This part of it is going to be on it. So I will turn it inside out like this. Then I'll place this one. You can hold this down with your clips. I'll place this part I notched to meet with this part I stitched. Then this other part will meet with this side that I notched earlier. So make sure that all your notches are in place. This part I notched will be on this part here that I notched. So I'll go to the sewing machine now. I want to start from the midpoint here. So these two parts I notched will be meeting each other. Then I will stitch on this line that I marked. You see that half inch you came in with? You are going to end on that half inch. You see it? I will raise here up. My needle will still be inside. Then I will turn it. I'll turn this one like this. So now I am done stitching it. You can see the base aspect. So if you want, you can see that my base is very small because it's just 2.5. So Adebin, you want your base to be wider than this. You are going to use 4 inches for the width of your gusset, not 2.5. Then when you want to cut your base, you are going to use 4 inches by the width of your back. That is how it works. So right now you can decide to add a interface to it. Like you can decide to interface it from the inside. Then you can still decide to add bag stud. Okay, you can decide to add that. The next thing we're going to do right now, we're going to head over to the handle and the top. So right now I want to use this one for the top part. um already, you know how we already cut it. Now I'm going to fold it into two like this. But if you are using leather, please cut it in a straight format. And my fabric is already folded in two, so I'm just going to trace it out. I will add 1 inch to it. So this is what I have. I'm going to cut a second one for it. So you see the two that we have now. What we're going to do now, we're going to try to fix our handle. So for the handle, we're going to determine how wide or how big, how long we want it to be. Um, okay. I'm going to use two different fabrics. I will use this one and this one. The most important thing is that you understand, you get the knowledge, okay? So you can decide how wide you want it to be. So here I have 3.5 inches. What I'm going to do, I'll fold it in like this. Fold it again. Even if you are using leather, you are going to use the same process. Fold it in again and fold it again. Now, after folding it, this last one, the total width measurement I have is now 0.9 inches, almost 1 inch, okay? Now, in order for you to make this side to be neat, you are going to fold it in. So you can fold it in first before you now fold, because you want it to be neat. So I will take it to my sewing machine now, and I'm going to stitch it on a straight format. So the total length of the handle is, I'm going to use 20 inches. Don't want it to be too long. I'll use 20 inches. So I'm going to add extra 1 inch to it for stitching allowance. Hope you see it. So first of all, I'll fold it in like this. Hope you see it. Then I'll further go ahead and fold it to meet at the midpoint like this. Then I'll bring this one and fold it the same way too. Hope you see it. Now I'll now fold these two to overlap each other. It will now be like this. So I'll take it to the sewing machine. I'm going to use a contrast color so that you see how I stitch it. So I will stitch it now. I will stitch it all the way down. I'll do the same thing to the second one. So here I am done stitching it. You can see that I stitched on the both side, and on this edge here you can see how neat it is because I folded it inside. Okay, so but I didn't stitch it. So what I'm going to do now, I will take this one that's for the upper part, and I'm going to place it like this and get where. So I'll get where it ends. So that is where I'm going to stitch. So I will stitch from here now upward. So I'll take it on my sewing machine and stitch here up. So I want to go and stitch this place now. So here I am done stitching it. I am done stitching it. So what I want to do, you see this part that I joined it, that is where this part that I joined is going to sit. So first of all, I want to hold it down to see if there's any adjustment that I will make before I will now fix my handle. So as you can see, you'll see that there's no adjustment. Everything is in place. I don't need any adjustment. So in case you did yours and you find out that one is still bigger than one, all you have to do is to reshape it, resew it so that it matches, okay? So after confirming it this way, the next thing we're going to do now is I'm going to open it, and yeah, I'm going to actually fix the handles. So what I'm going to do now, we've already known that this is the edge part, that's the side seam. I'm going to do it like so. If you are a beginner, just start from this down like this, upward. Do the same thing to this side. End it on that 1 inch. If you are a pro already, just do what works for you. So for me, I will place it on this down part. If you are using leather, starting it from this down might be too thick for you to stitch. So what you are going to do, place it on this. You remember I marked 0.5 inch upward. Place it on that 0.5 inches and stitch it. And end your stitching on around that 1 inch that you came down with, or a little above that 1 inch. Remember this half inch, this first half inch that you marked, you are going to sew it inside. That one is for stitching allowance for inside. So that I'm not including that allowance. That is why I'm hitting on that 1 inch line. Okay. So if you want, you can still stitch it to end where this one is going to. It just depends on you. Just stitch it however you can do it. So let me go and sew it and show you. So guys, here it is. Our handles are ready. So there's one point I want to make clear to you. In case you are using a double face leather for your handle, don't fold it into four the way I did. You understand? What you are going to do is that get the width of what you want. For example, you want the width of your handle to be 1 inch. Cut exactly that 1 inch. Then cut another 1 inch again. Then you are going to join the two together. Or you can just cut it. If you want your handle to be 1 inch, you can just cut 2 inches and fold it into two like this. Hope you get it. Then you stitch on the both side. That is for double face leather. But if you are using all these normal soft leathers, do it how I did for this one. So what I'm going to do now, I'll take so this is the part I stitched. I used to join it, and this is where I joined this one. So I'm going to make sure the two are in the same place. Then I will stitch it round. So here is it. As you can see, I am done stitching it. So I will just turn it inside out. So our bag is almost ready. So you can see it. These are the handles. This color combination, it turns out well. Oh, it turns out well. So you can see how I fixed the handle, right? So after stitching the half inch, this one came very close to this part. So that is it. So the next thing we're going to do now is that we're going to cut our lining. The lining, the main body of the lining and the base of the lining. We've already cut lining for this one. Already cut lining for this one. So we're also going to cut a zipper. A zipper for it. But I'm not going to add zipper to my own. I will not add zipper. So just if you feel that you want to add zipper, just go ahead and add it. But I will not add zipper. So let me show you how you are going to cut the lining. So this is the main body of the bag that we cut earlier. This is the main body, the gusset, the main body too, and the gusset. So what you are going to do right now, you are going to bring your lining and cut exactly this one. This time around, you are not going to multiply it. Make sure that you add 1 inch to it. So this is it. You can see the 1 inch that I added to it. Now the next thing I'm going to do is to cut the base. So for the base, we already knew how we did that. You are going to cut exactly the base, 2.5 inches by 10 inches. We are going to add extra 1 inch to it. So I'll just mark it. 2.5 inches plus 3 inches. Like I said, then the width of your bag is 10 inches. Add 1 inch to it as well. This is it. So I will go ahead now. I will stitch this one now. I'll go and stitch this one and show you. So here is the stitch part. You can see I've stitched it. The next thing I'm going to do now, I'm going to fix the base to it. So I'll get the midpoint. So right now, I'm going to hold it like this. You can see this part that I stitched here. I will notch this other side of it. Now after notching it, I will take this point that I notched to meet with this part that I stitched like this. Just the way we did to the main body. Then I'm going to make sure that I notch the both sides. Like this. So I'm going to take the midpoint to meet with this part that I stitched. Then this other side will meet with the one that is opposite it like this. While the one on this edge will meet with the one on the side. That's it. So I'll go and stitch it round. So you've already seen the way I stitched that of the main body. I'm using the same process to stitch this one too. So now you can see I am done stitching it, and this is how it looks. So what I'm going to do now is that I'm going to bring this other one. I'm still going to place it the way I did to the other side. Like this. Then I will mark where it ends. Then I will stitch on that line. Now I am done stitching it. What I'm going to do now, this part that I stitched, I'm going to place it right side facing each other, and I'll place it on this part that I stitched on the lining too. So after placing it like this, I'm just going to stitch it around. So right now I am done stitching this one to it. So I'm going to bring this one now, and I will put it, remember this is the wrong side of the lining. I'll put this one, the right side, inside the right side of the lining, like this, including the handles. Put everything inside and match everything up. So this part that you stitched on your bag, on your main bag, on your main leather, let it match with this part that you stitched on your lining, like this. You can use your clip to hold it down to see if you have any adjustments to make. So remember that this half inch that we came down with is what we want to use to sew it together. So what I will do now, I will go to my sewing machine and I will stitch it round. But I'm going to leave about, okay, I'll come to that. So here, as you can see, I've already stitched everything, but I left about 2 inches or 3 inches opening on any part of it. Just leave about 3 inches opening that you will use to turn it out. So right now, I am turning it out. So here it is. So you can fix a magnetic lock on it before you sew it to it if you want. Remember I said this one is just for the sake of this tutorial. So right now what I'm going to do now is that I'm going to stitch it. So I'll start from this part where I have the opening. I'll make sure that the opening aligns properly. Then I will stitch from the right side because I want my stitching to be even. So I will stitch it all round. I will stitch on top of the handles too, so that it will be able to be strong enough to carry things. So let me go and stitch it and show you. So guys, this is the end result. You can see that I've stitched it round. You can use your lighter to burn off any thread that you are seeing. And now this is the inside. So you see, it's very, very beautiful. It came out very, very beautiful. So if you have magnetic lock, just fix it and you can lock it. If you want, you can still attach zipper to it, whichever one you want. So guys, what do you think? Tell me in the comment section.
A dim glow